What's up, guys? In today's video, I will be discussing how you can use YouTube ads in 2025 to generate hundreds, if not thousands, of leads for your business. Now, before we jump into anything, I need to have a disclaimer. YouTube ads are not for new sales processes, new offers. Okay. If you have a new special for your dental practice or your chiropractor practice or a new webinar or a new live event or a new pro coaching program, whatever it may be, if it's brand spanking new, do not start with YouTube ads. Okay. I mean, you can, but I don't recommend it. Start with like Facebook ads. And then if it works on Facebook, it will 99% of the time work on YouTube. If it's a brand new offer with a brand new sales process, I don't recommend the YouTube ads right off the gate. Okay. So having said that, let's jump over to my screen and we'll jump straight into creating YouTube ad campaigns for lead generation. Okay, so here we are in the Google Ads dashboard. Now, if you don't know, YouTube is owned by Google. Therefore, all of the YouTube advertising will be done inside the Google Ads platform. Now, before you start creating campaigns, there's a few things you need to have set up first. The first one is you need your ad. You need your ad created and uploaded to your YouTube channel. Okay, I have another video. You can find a link to it in the description below or a link above here that will show you how to create a fantastic lead gen YouTube ad. Okay, check that out. Next thing you need to do is make sure that your YouTube channel and your Google Ads account are linked together. Okay, I might do another video about that, but you just do a quick Google search on that and you can easily figure that out. Okay, so just do a quick Google search on how to do that. So that needs to be your YouTube Ads account, so your YouTube account and your Google Ads account need to be linked. Okay. The next thing is you need conversion tracking set up. Okay. If conversion tracking isn't set up, this isn't going to work very well. You waste lots and lots of money. We don't want to do that. And then the last thing you want to have set up, okay, is your audiences. You need to make sure your audiences are created. All right. It's going to make this process a lot simpler. There will be a link on how to create your YouTube ad audiences, either up here in the right-hand corner or in the description below, or both. Having said all that, let's just say all that's set up, all that's done. Let's jump into creating our YouTube ads campaign. So this is what the YouTube ads, or this is what the Google Ads dashboard looks like. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on New Campaign. Click on New Campaign. Then what we're going to do here is we want to go for leads, right? Click on Leads. Now, once we have our conversion tracking set up here in Google, what we want to do is we want to only have the conversion action that we want on here. So for example, we don't want converted leads. For example, remove that. We don't want phone call leads, for example, that one. And we just want submitted lead forms. Okay. Now, if you are tracking phone calls, obviously have your phone calls in there. If you have lead forms, have lead forms in there. Okay. But whatever conversion actions you are not tracking, you want to just remove those from here. Hit continue and select campaign type. Obviously, this is a YouTube ad, so it's going to be video. So we click on video, right? We click on continue and then we'll start new. This is where we get into the meat of the burger. So campaign name it whatever you want, whatever naming convention you want, that's fine. Locations. So you can do all sorts of different location types you want. You can do radius around zip codes, radius around specific cities. You can pick, you can do target specific zip codes. You can target specific cities. You can get fairly granular with this. What you want to do is, let's just get rid of this real quick. So you can do all of, like you can do a whole country, you can do a whole country, right? Do the whole globe, you can do the whole globe. But let's say you want to do like a radius around a specific city, okay? So we want to go to enter another location, we go to advanced search, and we want to do like a radius, right? Let's do a 20-mile radius, I'll say 25-mile radius, and let's go around Orlando, include, boom, okay? So obviously you could put a zip code in there, you could put a specific city in there like to have, or you could do like specific states. So let's go location, and let's just put Florida. Okay, so you can get pretty granular with your targeting, right? Languages, obviously, you know, if you're targeting an English-speaking country or a French-speaking country or German-speaking country, you want to target those specific languages. All right, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, bid strategy. Okay, you have two options here. You have target CPA and you have maximize conversions. Okay, if this is a brand spanking new account, right, with no conversion data inside of it, what you want to do is you want to go with maximize conversions, right? Then once you have like a couple hundred or a few hundred conversion actions inside your account, then you can then swap over to target CPA, right? And that's a bit more of advanced bid strategy, okay? But for now, let's just focus on maximize conversions, okay? And you don't even have to swap the target CPA. Like if it's working for you, maximize conversions, just leave it at maximize conversions, okay? Honestly, if it's working, don't touch it, all right? Maximize conversions, okay. Budget. I get asked the question a lot. how much should I spend, right? Like, what do I need to spend on this? Okay. With YouTube, the more the merrier, the more the better. Yes, you can go with small amounts. So, for example, just say you're a local business and you just want brand awareness. You can do $10 a day, but you're gonna really struggle. You're gonna really struggle, and that's a whole different campaign, to be honest. But if you're trying to generate leads for like a webinar or for a workshop or for a coaching program or whatever it may be, okay, you really want to be spending minimum $2,000 a month on this. Okay. So you want to be spending $50, $75 a day minimum. But the more you're able to put in this in the very beginning, the more data you can get, conversion data a lot quicker, and allows your account to optimize so much faster. So, but it's entirely up to you. That's just my recommendation. Okay. Start date. I usually don't have an end date. I just start it, and then when I'm finished, ready to stop, I turn it off. Now, networks. We will get to this later on. You can't actually change anything here right now. They do automatically opt you in for the video partners in Google Display Network. This will eat the living spam out of your budget. Okay. However, there is a backdoor way of removing the display network and also apps like mobile apps, which they don't show in this. At the end of this video, when we finish building this campaign, I will show you exactly how to save your budget from being swallowed up by display network clicks and kids clicking on your ad on accident inside like game apps and stuff. Okay. So I'll show it to you later on. Site links. Don't worry about site links. I'm not going to get into it. I haven't really noticed any big difference between having them and not having them. In most cases, you can't have them because you have to have multiple URLs, and it's a pain in the butt. So don't worry about site links. Additional settings. For devices, we want to go to set specific devices and turn off TV screens. We want to turn TV screens off because look, if someone's sitting there and they're watching YouTube on the TV screen, and usually it's going to be a kid 99% of the time, they're not going to click on your ad and go to your website and type your name. They're not going to. Okay. It's too much of a pain in the butt with a remote. Right. So we turn TV screens off. Frequency capping. Okay. I like to have a cap on my impressions. Okay. And I like to do 4 times per month. I like to do 4 times per month because if someone hasn't really clicked on your ad after seeing it 4 times, they're not really going to click on your ad. And you don't want to keep showing your ad to the same person over and over again. And that's just going to eat your budget. And what this will allow YouTube and Google to do is find more people inside the audience that you're targeting. Okay, rather than showing the video to the same person over and over again. 4 times a month is a pretty schmicko spot to go. Ad schedule, leave it as is. Third-party measurement, don't worry about it. Video enhancements, leave it on. It works really well. Just don't touch it. All right, ad group name. This is where we talk about audiences. Again, there'll be another video on how to create your YouTube audiences. Another video, find that in the description below. Your ad group name, name it whatever you want. Okay, whatever audience you're targeting. It could be competitor websites. Yes, you can target your competitor websites and their visitors. That's a whole nother video. Competitor websites, and then you can do like ages, 35 to 64. Whatever name your ad group, that's up to you. Audiences, we go to here, add audience. Then we go to new audience. And so this is where you'll find your audiences that have already been built. In this case, let's see what I have in here. Okay, so I'll just go over this real quick. So your custom segments, these are audiences that you build yourself inside the Google platform. Your data, this is retargeting or remarketing, whatever you want to call it. That's like your data you've collected inside your account or inside Google Analytics that you've imported. Interest and detailed demographics, these are like pre-built. These are like pre-built audiences that Google has for us. So we go browse, and this is pretty sick, right? So you have like in-market audiences, and these actually work really well, these in-market ones. Google knows that people are in market for certain things, right? So just say, you want to target business owners, for example. So business services, right? Advertising and marketing services, business financial services. You can target people that Google knows are in market for, these specific services, and I can select them, right? And then it'll give me some kind of clue as to over here as to what that audience kind of looks like. We'll just call this in market. There's a lot of different detailed targeting options with the YouTube ads platform. Okay. Again, I won't go into it. I'll have a whole nother video on that. I just want to go through this campaign setup for those who are ready to rock and roll. Exclusions, don't worry about exclusions right now. You can exclude, we can get more Gucci and exclude, converters and whatnot. People have already converted. We don't want to do that in here. Okay, that's a complete separate thing. And honestly, it doesn't really make too much of a difference later on anyways in the big scheme of things. Demographics, right. We do want to mess with this area. So male, female, whatever, leave all that ticked. Ages, usually I want to target people who have money. Like that's just, I don't know. That's a me thing, I suppose. I don't know. But I'll do 35 to 64. Okay. I always leave unknown ticked because Google knows a lot, but doesn't know everything. And I always leave it ticked. Additional demographics. What I like to do is I like to take out the lower 50% of household incomes. Okay. So right now with this particular audience, I'm targeting people who are in market for advertising marketing services. They're male to female between these ages, and they're in the top 50% of income brackets. Okay. Again, leave unknown ticked. This is a pretty good audience, in my opinion. Hit save, and boom, we've just applied it to our campaign. Okay. Now, right here, optimized targeting. This is a traffic trap. Do not have this ticked. What this is saying is that I want Google to go outside of this audience that I've just created and find other people. Okay. If you have this, what will happen is Google will go out and find, it will spend most of your money on this optimized targeting. All right. The only time I would use optimized targeting is if I'm running like a remarketing or retargeting campaign and I have lots and lots of data inside that audience. Okay. That's when I would use this. But if you're going to cold audiences who've never heard of you before, who have no idea who you are, do not use this. Okay. Trust me. Advanced settings, there's nothing here anymore, so you can't do nothing there. Don't worry about it. And this is where our ad is. What you want to do is you want to put in your ad right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this real quick. I'm going to go find an ad for this account and I'll plop it in there. And then I'll show you exactly how to build out your ad. Okay, so I have the video now. So what you want to do is you want to take your YouTube video that you've uploaded to your YouTube account, okay, to YouTube channel, right? And then you want to take the URL of that video and you want to plunk it right there, okay? And then what that will do is this will then populate. And then what you want to do now is you want to go through this right here, okay? So this is where you want to put your final URL. So you put your final URL there. This is where when they click on the ad, they'll be taken to. Okay? This is your landing page, for example. Call to action, you could be like learn more is fine, or watch now. So again, it depends on what your ad's about. So if your ad's about like an automated webinar or something like that, you put watch now. Honestly, in most cases, I just put learn more works fine, most cases, to be honest. But it depends what's in your video. But your call to action needs to be related to what the call to action is inside of your video. So just put learn more for now. And as you can see, we're here, it'll put learn more. You can add multiple call to actions if you want. I've tried having one, tried having 3 or 4. Honestly, it hasn't made much of a difference. The biggest difference to make in your YouTube ad campaign, the results will be your ad and the content inside your ad, and then obviously your landing page. Headlines. Okay, headlines is pretty simple. It could be something as, you only got 30 characters. So you could put 100K in 100 days with YouTube ads. And yes, you can do that with YouTube ads. So, or something like that, so some kind of catchy headline that's going to catch someone's attention. I am not a massive copywriter, so you have to excuse my terrible headline options. Go through, put your headline in. This long headline here, okay, that won't show up on here. That will show up in like an in-feed ad. It's a different type of ad that YouTube will put out for you. It's more of a static ad that shows up in there. So you can put a headline. So free YouTube ads webinar will show you how to do 100K in 100 days with YouTube ads. Okay, or something like that. Description. Again, you can have multiple descriptions, multiple headlines. I usually try to do multiple headlines, but with these, the long headline and the description, I have one. Okay, and it works perfectly fine, just one. This one, again, you can have 90 characters in here. So description, online, webinar, every Tuesday and Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, whatever. Okay. That's basically, kind of this, you're describing basically what the offer is. Okay. This companion banner right here, basically, if you have a YouTube channel, which you should have a YouTube channel by this point, there's that big banner that you'll put for your YouTube channel. Google will automatically use that, okay, as a companion banner. Now, a companion banner, and I don't really have an example here for you, unfortunately, sorry, but a companion banner is after your ad shows, when the person goes to the video they want to watch. If you notice, next thing on YouTube, on the top right-hand side, you'll see like a banner, right? Or if on a mobile, it'll be below it, below the video. That's the companion banner. I just use my YouTube channel banner, right? And that's fine, it's no worries at all. And then your ad name, you can name it whatever you want. And then you hit create campaign, okay? Obviously, I don't find a URL here. Okay, I'll just put www. Well, I'm gonna let me do this. Will it let me do that? I don't think it will. So then once you create a campaign, you'll then come to this. Now we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We want to go to continue to overview. All right. Now remember earlier how I said that Google you'll like a lot of like display network and mobile app clicks will destroy your budget. We want to remove those. Okay. So there's a way of doing that. So once you've created your campaign, what you want to do is come over to tools over here, left-hand side, go to shared library, click on it, go to exclusion lists. Okay. Click on exclusion lists. And then you want to go to placement exclusion lists on the top left-hand here. Click on it. Now I've already set these up right here for this particular account. Okay. But we want to exclude apps and the AdSense network. Okay. So how do we do that? I'm glad you asked. So hit the plus sign, new list. We'll call this apps. Okay. Right here, app categories, 140. Okay. You click on this. What you want to do, it's a pain in the butt, but believe me, it's worth every single second you do this. Go through this and just tick on everything. Okay. If you see like any arrows that are down, pointing down, click on them. So they're pointing up and click on them. So you want to select all 140 of these bad boys. Okay. Once you've done that, you hit save. Okay. It'll save it to here. Okay. The next one is so that'll exclude all your apps. The next one is we want to exclude the AdSense network. So the display network. Okay. That is like if you go to like a website and just say you hear like a video all of a sudden, you're like, oh, where's that noise coming from? Okay. That is the display network putting a video up. Okay. You do not want that. So how do we do that? So we click on plus sign, new list. We'll just call this AdSense. Okay. I can spell AdSense. Okay. Go to enter. All right. Now, in here, you want to put Google AdSense underscore without underscore YouTube.com. Okay. So let me explain that for a second. So what you're saying is that I want to exclude every single domain on the Google AdSense network that doesn't have YouTube.com. Okay. So that's what that means. Now, I will put this Google this little code, or whatever you call it, text in the description. So all you have to do is copy it and paste it. Easy peasy, chicken sneezy. Okay. And then what you do is add one placement. Okay. Add one placement. You save it. Okay. And then you'll have this. Now, what you want to do when you've built these out, you click on them. You go to apply to campaign and you select your campaign you just created and you hit apply. And done is. That's it. Okay. And so you've now built out and created your new campaign, right? It may take 24 hours for Google to approve it and get it rolling, but yeah. Okay. So that is how you create a YouTube campaign and bypass all the traffic traps that YouTube will have for you. Okay. And YouTube does have a lot of traffic traps inside its platform. So look, guys, I hope this is informative for you. If you would like help with this, please, if you would, if you'd like help, like an agency option or a coaching option, some of that, you can email me, my team. I'll put my email in the description below. Just email us. It's the easiest thing, to be honest. And we'll be happy to jump on a call with you and to help you guys out. Any questions, drop in the comment section below. Like, subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. And we will see you in the next video.